Got a question from someone in Magadan, Russia. Is that how you pronounce it? Magadan, Russia. From Magadan, Russia. I've been inspired by Christina to set up an organic co-op in my town. Awesome. It's near impossible to get anything imported organically to my hometown outside of summer months. What do you suggest? Often my bananas don't ripen properly in the winter months due to the long shipping times, and I make do by eating like freely. I still feel guilty though, as I would like to eat fully raw 100% of the time. I do have the money to afford, as my father also quite wealthy from working in forestry. But I don't want to move away from my family and friends. What should I do? So this person's in a situation, they're in where the heck is Magadan, Russia? Type it in here. Okay, so that's in Siberian area of Russia. That's out in the middle of nowhere. How to do a fully raw lifestyle in the middle of nowhere? Well, this person's got money. They've got money, which is definitely helps, because the raw food diet is fucking expensive. It's incredible, but it's also incredibly expensive, especially if you don't live next to like the LA organic terminal near the LA airport. It is an expensive lifestyle, definitely. Unless you're getting crazy deals. If you live close to an organic wholesaler and you've got some connections there and you can get some deals and the bananas are a bit spotty, or you can get some good deals, but for 99.999% of the planet, a fully raw diet would be optimum, but it's just physically impossible, financially impossible for 99% of the planet, unfortunately, which is pretty fucked up. Everyone should have access to good quality fruits and vegetables, but that's not where we live in currently. So this person wants to set up a co-op. Well, you know, you're going to have to convince people in your area that this is a good way to live, that fruit's good for you. Sounds like you got some money behind you, and that's going to help a lot. That's going to help. I mean, money talks. Money fucking talks. You know, if you got money, you can do well in starting things up because you have that capital going on. It's got to be hard to get the fruits in the winter months. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to Magadan. I don't know. I couldn't really offer you much advice here, unfortunately. My advice would be, though, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. You say you've been inspired by Christina to set up an organic co-op. Well, Christina, she said, I want to have a co-op. She wanted to have the fruits and veggies around. So she started up in a parent's garage, I think she said, and just started selling to neighbours and friends, and it grew and grew and grew. And she had some good financial backing from some highbrow bankrollers. Said, Christina, you're doing some good things. Here's $500,000 capital. Here's $1 million capital. Let's bankroll this baby. And that's great. I think it's good that Christina's done that. She's diverted big funds and put it into the organic fruit and veg industry. That's fantastic. But don't feel guilty that you can't reach her standard, because you might not have as much. You might have more money, but you might not have as much money as Christina has access to. And that's cool. Everyone, just got to start somewhere. But I think it's great. People say, "Oh, Christina, her dad is a CEO in the oil engineering company, works for big oil." Whatever, man, it doesn't matter. But Christina's getting those funds and put them into good things. It doesn't really matter where the money's coming from, as long as it's getting diverted into better things. Christina drives a brand new Porsche. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Some people might have an issue with that, but hey, man, if you're succeeding well, you're getting paid well for your non-profit organisation promoting fruit and veg, and you can afford a brand new Porsche like Christina's got, power to you, man. Power to you. For sure. Nothing wrong with that at all. I personally, if I was going to buy a brand new Porsche, I wouldn't get the leather seat option, but that's just me. And I'd put a big CARB the fuck up logo on the side of the Porsche, and I get the number plate, or CTFU or whatever, but CTFU 911 or 955. And this person says, I still feel guilty from eating a bit of potatoes and rice in the winter like freely. Why are you feeling guilty? That's just stupidity. Not even Christina or Doug or Anne or any of these people eat 100% raw foods all the time. Not even the 100% raw fooders eat 100% raw food all the time. I don't know anybody on the planet that's eaten 100% raw food every single bite, every single calorie for the last 4 years or more. I don't know anybody. Maybe they're out there. I just personally have never met them. And I personally know 99% of the long-term raw food is out there. And none of them eat 100% raw food diet all the time. Most of the time, for sure. Vegan, yeah, for sure. Except maybe honey for some of them. But don't be beating yourself up to be this perfect image when they aren't even doing it. And it doesn't make them bad people, it doesn't make you a bad person, but don't pretend that that's what's, happening when it's not. I mean, a lot of, like Christina, she's got like a $7,000 camera, she's got a professional cameraman, all the talks are scripted and it's just all manufactured and that's fucking awesome, man. But people often can see that Hollywood production quality and then they look at their everyday life and they feel, oh, I'm inferior. Don't feel inferior. That's just a marketing thing. Like Christina's she's got a full-time marketing agency that promotes her. So don't feel guilty that you're not succeeding at that level because you don't have those options or whatever. Just, you got to compare yourself to where you are now, where you want to be. Don't compare yourself to some polished thing that's not even real world anyway. It's just a marketing tool, and that's how it serves a place. There's nothing wrong with that. The only thing that's wrong with something like that is when you try and be perfect, like that marketing polished thing. But that's not even perfect either in the real world, alright? It's not even perfect, so don't try and be perfect. I understand that people get attracted to things that are really shiny and magical and that, but that's all bullshit. That's not how people are in the real world, in the everyday life. Go hang out with them, spend time with them for a while, and you'll soon find out. And that's fine, but that's the problem is what people do is they give up. They might start a co-op and go, it's not as big as Christina's or whatever, and then they give up. Or they might say, I'm going to start cycling like Duran Rider, and then they don't get as fit as me, and then they give up, or whatever. People, you want to just be inspired to do better. Just do better. Don't aim for perfectionism, because no one's doing it perfectly either. No one's doing everything perfect, man. You see on Hollywood, people have relationships or whatever. That's not happening in the real world, man. That's Hollywood. That's marketing. Separate the distinction between marketing and real life shit, because there's a big difference, alright? There's a big difference. So when you get on YouTube and you see highly polished productions, understand that's YouTube world. It's not real world. This might be real world. I don't have a cameraman. This is my laptop. I've got cans of fruit on the ground and all sorts of crap around me, This is real world shit. Don't try and be perfect, but be inspired. So start the co-op if you want to do it. Get your dad's money and put it into something good. Definitely. Get as much money from your dad as you can. Say, Daddy, I want to start something really good. And get all these business mates and just smash it, man. And use Christina as a good example of that. Divert funds from corporate industry into better corporate things. I think that's a good model to do. Don't try and be perfect, just try and be better. And have fun doing it. Have your goals and work towards them. And that's how you get things done. So that's my little tip. With Love from Russia. What was that book called? Whatever it's called. But I personally would struggle to live in those cold climates because I just love the sun too much. But you say you don't want to leave your family and stuff. You're just going to have to find something that works for you and your goals. Because my goals might be totally different to what yours are. I'm not sure. Write down what your goals are and take daily action towards them. And eat lots of carbohydrates. Bananas, rice, potatoes, mandarins, whatever you can get. Carb the fuck up, smash it out.